Hi friends, and welcome back to my 18th ever YouTube video on my YouTube channel. Yay! I am Hawkinsimmer, and today we are doing a holiday decor build. Really, it's just Christmas. I celebrate Christmas. I don't know much about Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or any of the other very many holidays that are taking place this time of year. I celebrate Christmas, like I said, so that's kind of the build that I was going for because it's what I'm most familiar with. And really, I think it's what the pack has to offer, or the pack, I mean seasons and like the free holiday pack. They don't offer tons of other things. I noticed a menorah and maybe a couple of other, like, as I can recognize, as Hanukkah and maybe a Kwanzaa like poster or something. But I don't know enough about those holidays or other ones, I guess, really to call out whether or not if there are things pertaining to them. But I'm gonna go ahead and say no. They did do that update that had the like Chinese New Year cards in them or whatever. So that was kind of cute. That was kind of fun. But like I said, this is a Christmas holiday build. And my only build this week, as you know, probably that Christmas is this week, and I am going to be spending tons of time with family, and there's just no way that I have time to make another video, post another video, and you guys probably don't have time to watch another video. Am I right? There's still so much that I need to do. It's 1:30 in the morning, and my husband just went to sleep, which is abnormal for him. That shows how much there is to do. And there's still so much more to do. I am looking around at my house and I am so very stressed about how much there is to do. But we're going to get it done. I promise. Anyway, while we're here working on this build, that I'm supposed to talk about and all. Oh, does anyone know how to roof a like hexagonal shaped room? I can't figure it out. I cut out probably 10 minutes of footage of me trying to do the roof over that bay window, and it just was not working. It just absolutely was not working. I am like massaging my temples as I speak because I am just like being brought back to the stress of trying to do it and not being able to. I mean, I like what I ended up with. It looks fine. It's just, I don't know, not what I wanted, I guess. I don't know. I need to watch some tutorials. When I don't know what to do with The Sims, I just watch YouTube tutorials. But honestly, I was too busy watching Christmas movies while doing this all day to try and watch a tutorial. I watched a few. I mean, I don't know. My husband was watching Home Alone 2, which was sad because he should have waited for me, but he didn't. But it's fine. Or no, he was watching Home Alone 1, and then we watched Home Alone 2, and he was like, and I said I would wait for him, and he was like, it's fine. So then I didn't. And then I think he watched The Santa Claus again, because we watched it the other day. And then watched How the Grinch Stole Christmas. And then I'm watching in the middle of Babes in Toyland. It's an older movie. I watched the 80s version with Drew Barrymore and Keanu Reeves in it. My grandparents had it on VHS when I was young, and we watched it all the time. My grandparents had a handful of movies upstairs, or I guess downstairs when we were little. Because, at holidays, kids go off and play on their own, and it was always in the basement, and they had E.T., all of the Back to the Futures, Babes in Toyland, Jingle All the Way. Do you remember that movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger? And maybe a handful of other movies, but those were the movies we always watched when we were there, my cousins and my siblings and I. And I love Babes in Toyland, and there's some real crappy version of it on YouTube. So I've been watching that, but I pause it to do the voiceover. But this house that I'm building is way more decorated than my own house. The only things that I've actually done are putting up a tree and then taking it down because my cats have ruined it, and putting up a smaller tree, and I have not decorated it. I've put garland around the tops of my counters and one little fake tree in my bathroom. And that's it. And I have had totes upstairs in my living room for like 3 weeks that I've needed to put out. I just haven't done it. I've been so busy. Things have been so crazy lately. And I just, like, can't get ahead, you know? So it's fun to decorate this house because, it only takes a few minutes to decorate this whole house as it is versus doing it in real life, which can take a lot longer. But I thought it turned out pretty cute. I almost forgot to put lights like on the outside of the house, and I remembered at the very last second for the screenshot, and I was like, yes! I would have been so sad if I had forgotten. But it didn't, so it worked out. Also, I realized when I was taking the screenshots that I did not love this kitchen. I was glad that I remembered to put the little hot chocolate stuff out, but otherwise it was so cold. I wish I had changed the background or something, or the backsplash or something to make it look a little bit more cozy. I think the rest of the house looks super cozy, and then that room, for whatever reason, looks ice cold in the screenshot, so I was pretty bummed. But I love these garland things that I just put out. I totally forgot about them and put the other thing out first, and when I remembered these, I was like, oh yes, and switched all of them to that. But here I am just kind of pulling stuff out at random because I know I'm going to want to use it. I filtered that free holiday stuff and seasons just to make sure that I was using everything that I could use. I loved the tree where it was with the bay window. I love houses. This is so strange. When I see a house, I'm like, oh, that house has such a good window for a Christmas tree. I love a house that has a good window for a Christmas tree. That is important to me. Unfortunately, I do have a window that from the exterior would be perfect for a Christmas tree, but from the interior there is absolutely no room for it to be right there. But there's potential. There's some potential. So I loved that bay window with the Christmas tree and the big curtains, and then I just filled it up with all the presents around it. I thought it looked super cute and super cozy, and I loved the fireplace. I really like those couches from university. I think they're so cute. I've used them a few times since getting that pack. I used the green ones and maybe the orange ones in a build, and I think they're super cute. I don't know, they look just kind of normal. They don't look really old or really modern. They look pretty normal. I also imagine this house is just a grandparent's house. Maybe that's because it's the holidays, and I just associate the holidays with my grandparents and being at their home. So this is just a cute little winter cottage. Grandparents have downsized and moved to somewhere where it is super snowy all the time. I built this in Glimmerbrook, and I've never built there before, so it was kind of fun to build on a new lot, I guess. And in winter, all of my other videos have been in summertime, mostly because it makes all the foliage, really bare if you're building in winter. So that's fun. Some different things going on. Building outside of my new crest build and building outside of summer. So how neat is that? But it was a relatively small build. It's just 2 beds and 2 baths. I don't think I've ever shown a build on here that doesn't have 2 bathrooms. I don't know. Maybe that's because I love an ensuite. Who doesn't, right? I love an ensuite bathroom. I think that there should always be a bedroom that has its own bathroom. I did squeeze a tiny little laundry room in on here too, just mostly because it fit the floor plan. I wasn't going to have a bathroom that was 5 tiles by 2 tiles. So I just turned it into a bathroom and a laundry room together. And I guess that's not entirely uncommon, but I don't know. Just wanted to point that out, I guess. Maybe some of this stuff was a little overboard, like hanging the stuff on the windows, like behind the curtains, but I don't know. I thought this is a family that probably is super into Christmas. Do you know those people that are a little too into Christmas? I actually grew up in a town called Santa Claus, and It is a very, very Christmas themed town. Everything about it is Christmas. All of the street names are Christmas. All of the stores are Christmas themed, Christmas named. Like, it was very, very, very Christmas, which probably made me not like Christmas very much because it was so obscene. But, fun fact, every letter in the US that is addressed to Santa Claus ends up at the Santa Claus post office. How crazy is that, right? It's also where Jay Cutler grew up, and his mother was my babysitter. How wild. I don't watch the Bears football at all, but that is my only, claim to fame, so had to mention it, obviously. His mother was a wonderful woman. I'm pretty sure I gave her a really hard time, so I'm just sorry about that. Do you have any, claims to fame? Do you know anyone famous? Have you ever met anyone famous? Or maybe met someone who's famous now before they were famous? Let me know in the comments down below. Tell me about your only claim to fame, Jay Cutler is my only claim to fame that I can think of. Yeah. But I'm going to go ahead and guess that the overlap between Simmer community and huge football fan community, if there's even anyone left who likes Jay Cutler at all, because as far as I understand, he's not exactly a favorite. Yeah, it's probably pretty slim, but who knows. Anyway, the screenshots are coming up as I'm finishing up this landscaping, so be sure to like, and comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I upload every Monday and Thursday, except for this coming Thursday, at around 4 p.m. So I'll see you all in the next one. Bye! One time Ted Nugent rubbed my mom's belly when I was in her womb, so there's that, if you know who that is. Oh my god, I'm so old and lame.